Welcome to Mini Tom Draws.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello, everyone. We are doing, well, I'm not, so I should stop saying we in the intro each time. Tom is drawing DC characters, namely Justice League characters, gender bent.
Gender bent.
So we'll have Wonder Woman becomes Wonder Man and so forth.
I drew Wonder Man last week.
Different Wonder Man.
Oh, all right. So we spoke a bit before this, so we're going to start off with Shazam. So my first, let's just start it off controversially. Is both am I gender flipping both Billy and Captain Marvel?
That would be cool.
Okay, hang on. So Shazam. I wonder if there's like a female group of gods that could work for the Shazam acronym.
Oh, I don't even know.
Because you can have like
someone's done it. They've changed the gods to Egyptian gods, and they still got Shazam out of it.
Oh, really? That makes sense.
I'm pretty sure. I could be remembering wrong. This is a very long time ago, back in the 90s, that I remember them doing this. But I'm sure it was, or maybe it was a different word. Maybe it was a totally different word. I don't know, but it was Egyptian gods, and they did the same thing. The person said the word, and superpowers.
Like
pretty much the same powers.
I'm trying to work out how to draw a female Captain Marvel without drawing Mary Marvel.
Pretty much all you have to do is not have a skirt.
Yeah.
That's what I read. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah. Hey.
Hello, Kerry Harris.
Did you like the Shazam movies?
I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm a bit slack. But I did like the first one.
First was fun.
I did like, I guess you could call Black Adam a Shazam movie, sort of.
Oh, yeah?
And I did enjoy that as well.
I didn't get around to that one. It was good?
Yeah, there was some cool fight scenes, and it was really, they handled Hawkman really well, and Dr. Fate.
Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate made a lot of sense to me. That was, like, great.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird that he kept taking his helmet on and off because I don't know if that's what he does now, but when I was a kid, he couldn't take the helmet off. That was it. It was stuck there.
Yeah.
He was trapped. That was part of the blessing and the curse at once.
Yeah. Did you watch Young Justice when it was on?
I saw bits of it, but I could never catch all of it, and I really want to go back and find the entire series because what I did watch was amazing.
Yeah. Well, did you see what they did with Dr. Fate in that series?
Did I see Dr. Fate? No, I didn't see Dr. Fate, actually.
I won't spoil it then.
Oh, it's been a while. I don't mind spoilers. I'm not one of those people.
Because it was Young Justice. They had, like, the adult Justice League mentoring the younger ones.
Yeah.
And Zatanna was a young one in that series.
Ah, yep, makes sense.
And there was an ep where they're like, someone needs to take the helmet of fate. And they've gone through all this effort of introducing Zatanna's dad, Zatara, and he ends up having to take it. And he ends up having to take the helm of fate. And it's this, so she basically loses her dad to Dr. Fate. It was really interesting.
Yeah, that's the version I'm used to.
Yeah.
And I remember reading Earth 2.
Oh, yep.
I don't know which version of Earth 2 this was.
Yep.
But it was very different. Like, they made the heroes very different in it. And Dr. Fate in that one was really, like, full-on cursed, and wearing the helmet made you kind of turn into the guy who made the helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the Egyptian, because it was all very based around Egyptian magic.
Yeah. I think my favorite Dr. Fate moment was in 52 when elongated man's being led around by the helmet of fate and going on all these missions, and then at the end of one issue he walks off still talking to the Dr. Fate helmet, and all the characters who are hanging around him are like, does he think that helmet's talking to him? Because we didn't hear anything.
I'm going to say, when it comes to DC, probably my favorite is that Justice League cartoon from the... Although, if I watch more Young Justice, that might become the new favorite.
I think there's room for two favorites there. That Justice League cartoon was fantastic.
Yeah, and Justice League Unlimited was pretty cool as well.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's crazy that Kevin Conroy's not with us anymore.
Sorry, what was that?
Also, it's just crazy that Kevin Conroy's not with us anymore after being Batman and all that.
Yeah, good point. That's right. I forgot he did the voice all the way through all those series.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird if someone else did it now.
Yeah, it would. So what were you saying?
Art, I guess, when you get around it.
Yeah. So what are you saying, Shane?
What I was saying was my favorite scene in the whole Justice League. It was either Justice League or Justice League Unlimited. I think it was Unlimited, is where Lex Luthor is being taken over or merged or something with Brainiac.
Oh, yeah.
And he pretty much, without much effort, wipes out like the Justice League. Just with very little effort, he knocks them all out, type of thing. And and it's actually the Flash who saves them.
Oh, yeah. That was like
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about that scene.
Yeah, that was a good one. And all really season they've been but all season they've been like hinting that Flash is going to die by the end of the season, and yeah,
it was full on. But yeah, it's just one of those scenes. And I'm a massive Martian Manhunter or John Jones fan, and his return is also one of those moments where it's like, yes!
Yeah.
Because he's like that. He's just like some old dude who starts smashing the hell out of the parademons. And they're all like, what the hell? And then he shifts back into normal form. Yeah, g'day, mates.
Hey, Spedzy.
Yeah. Shazam. I love it.
So she'd be Billy Batson with like an IE, yeah?
Yeah. I like that. I love that you did both. That's really cool.
And I think, because I always think of Billy Batson as being sort of that newsboy era. So she's, so I think newsboy era Billy Batson would have pigtails.
Yeah, good point. You got all the different eras that,
It's going to give Shazam like flicks back Elvis, sort of like Elvis hair on it, but like longer.
Yeah, nice.
And then she had that little sweater. Okay. And yeah, if you're watching at home, please submit who you want to see DC character-wise, gender bent, Rule 63.
Yes. I should be saying these things. I am slack.
No. Okay, and then there's the cape with the gold trim. And making her a bit more buff and athletic than your standard Mary Marvel as well.
Well, there you go. That matches Captain Marvel or Shazam, as the controversy continues with what his name is. I think he's officially Shazam now.
Yeah. I typed
he can
in
say the word without always changing.
Yeah.
He can choose for the word to make him change or something, someone was telling me. I mean, I could be totally wrong. I'm just going by another person telling me this. So.
Oh, really? I hadn't seen that. That's interesting. I remember hating the New 52 when they made Billy all bratty, but they won me over in the end.
See, I haven't read 52. I keep meaning to go back and get it. But
so when they rebooted the New 52, and they were like, Billy Batson's a street kid, and he's rude, and he swears at people, and
oh, really? I didn't know that. That's a little bit closer to the movie, I guess.
Yeah, well, like it worked really well in that New 52 series, and so that's the version they made into the film.
Yeah. Oh, that's a classic. I'll tell you when you finish this one.
Okay. Let me just slick back.
I never would have thought of this one.
Oh God, it's not like Lobo or something, is it?
No.
I don't think anyone wants to see a female Lobo.
That'd be odd. Although you've put it out there now, so someone's going to say for sure.
Oh no. Yeah.
Very cool.
Because he's got that like energy in the lightning bolt now, so
yeah. Wow. Okay, Reggie, thanks for watching. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Reggie.
From the Philippines.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
X casts a wide net.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. There's Shazam. Who am I doing next? Who and what? Who has said it and what has been suggested?
Yep, I've got to go back and find it now. Sorry, I got distracted because I wasn't expecting Reggie to come on. I've been working with Reggie most of the day, so.
Right on.
Robbie. Remember Robbie?
Yeah.
She has picked Alfred Pennyworth.
Oh, okay. So, still had that upstanding posture.
Of
impeccable
course.
Posture. Chest
thanks, Reggie. You made a suggestion as well.
Awesome. Alrighty. Now what? So Alfred, and then we get the nose that could be painted, and then.
Oh yeah, I see what you're doing. Cool.
Alfred has. Let me think.
There's many versions of him, so I guess you can pick which one you want.
Well, I think it's still got some wrinkles, and I think the hair is still very much receding. So, maybe she'd probably tie it up, wouldn't she?
I'm thinking in a bun at the back.
Yeah.
That would be my theory. That seems very Butler-like.
Yep.
Hi, Claudia. So yeah, that would be my guess anyway.
Yes.
Oh, Robbie has gone. Yes, I agree with the bun. Yes.
Good. Good, good, good.
So it's 2 against. I don't know if we're against anyone. We're probably agreeing with everyone. 2 with the rest of the world. Yeah, Robbie's in one of those. She can only get this through somewhere on Facebook.
Okay.
I should probably give, and it's the one spot on Facebook where you can't. I can't see their comments, so she has to privately message me all her comments.
Oh, that's annoying. Like you'd think with all this,
and I can't because she hasn't got to log in to get into YouTube. So
weird.
I don't know which Facebook lets us see the comments, so I don't know where to send her. Now there'll be a lot of people who don't know what that is.
I was about to say that. Young people at home, do not be alarmed.
Yeah, bun looks tidy. Yep. Richo, g'day everyone, and just back from work. Always good thing. Looking good, Tom.
Thank you, thank you.
Just back from work. So if you do a normal day, does that make you a Queenslander, Richo? Hang on, Richo, is that you, Travis? So many nicknames for all these people. Hey, Robbie's found her way to YouTube. Awesome. Well, hopefully Richo is Travis, or else I've just called Richo by someone else's name. South Australia? Oh, yeah, it would be 5:30 there. Hey, Trav. 5:48. I was estimating too much. Yeah, half an hour. Yeah. In my brain, I was thinking it was still 5. We'd gone 0 minutes, and he'd already drawn 1.5 pictures. Go, Tom, you machine. Looking very nice. Oh, yes. Classic.
I always think it's amazing how well a tux can change someone's line, because you can hide a lot under there.
True.
And I'll give, I think, still pinstripe.
Let me see. And I'll just do some button pressing. There we go.
Oh, forgotten an important part.
Oh, the important part?
Gloves. The white butler's gloves.
Gloves, of course. Well, Doug's making some suggestions, but I don't quite understand them. That's not the one I wanted. I'm not missing anything. Nope. Here's what I want. You can tell I use social media a lot, which is kind of scary considering what I do.
While I'm here, in case I haven't said it earlier this week, thanks again for having me on Let's Make a Comic the other night. That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. You kicked butt.
Good times. I'm really interested to see where the story goes now.
Yeah, have you seen? I've put up a post with the finished page.
Yeah.
You saw that? Oh, awesome.
I did. It's looking fun.
The story's getting quite interesting, and your addition of the weird thing coming out of the egg, I'm curious to see where that's going to go this week.
Yeah.
In the new week already.
Okay. Yep. There is our Lady Alf. So she would be what's a female of Alfred?
I don't know. I just assume a butler still. Just a woman butler. I don't know. There's probably a different name for it. I just don't know.
Her name? What would she be called if she wasn't Alf? Is there a female?
Alfred. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of all these weird names. I know it would be something very proper.
See, like,
Alfalfa,
I feel like it's a
Rob says. Alfalfa.
Oh yeah. Like I was thinking, like if it wasn't like I was thinking, like maybe it'd be like lean on the F part and be like a Frida or a All right, moving on. What's the next one?
The next one was by Reggie, and he asked for the classic Superman.
Classic Superman. Okay. Do you
Hey, Ed.
Classic. Hey, Ed. Alrighty. So, if we're talking about classic Superman, still very much has that square jaw, or that strong jawline.
Yeah, strong jawline. Yep, that makes sense.
So the Jerry curl would be more like having
the curl for sure.
Yeah, it'd be like having bangs.
Yeah.
Well,
Reggie's excited. He's giving us a Yahoo.
How long do you reckon Clara Kent keeps her hair?
Oh.
I wonder that.
Well, as her journalistic persona, I reckon maybe tied up in a bun. Not a bun, sorry, just a ponytail.
Yep.
But I think it'd just be all free-flowing as Superwoman.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Imagine she got my hair. I'll laser zap you.
Yeah, I think she's still got that. Like she's still grown up on a farm. She's been milking cows every morning. Like, so I think she's still got that little bit of a broad-shouldered thing. She got a swimmer's bod.
Yeah, nice. Oh, Robbie says Frida is perfect, by the way.
I think about this sort of. I actually did a gender bender book many years ago.
Oh, no way. So
Yeah.
you've been cheating on. You
I
prepared for tonight.
I have been prepared for tonight. See, like, I almost think that Clara Kent would be that tiny bit more fashionable, and that cape would also function as a little bit of a scarf.
Oh, I like that.
So,
And you're going for that, because I said classic Superman, but I just meant Superman. But are you going for like the old school Superman here, or with the yellow, black, and red S, if I remember the colors correctly?
yellow, black, and red S. I can do that. Yes.
I can't remember which color was which.
Because it's a policeman's shield, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's where it was from in the original.
Hang on.
It wasn't Hope back then.
No.
Although policeman's shield is Hope in a lot of ways. And if you're new to the channel, it'd be great if you could hit that subscribe button just under the video. That would be awesome. Then you can see this every week and other things that we do here at Comics. I was obsessed with Superman when I was younger. I knew how to draw. Like, I drew, it would have been hundreds of those S's.
Yeah. It's a great
drew
logo.
them everywhere I could and practiced. When I did graphics in, I think it was grade 10 when we did tech drawing, I found out the specs and I actually drew it all up with the proper equipment.
Yeah.
Obsessed, I tell you. But I'm sure I've got a book out there somewhere, or probably long gone by now, but that just is full of Superman S's.
So if I find some textbooks in an op shop that are covered in Superman logos, I'm like, sis?
Sis! Oh, the next one's interesting.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
I'm trying to imagine her, being that the original is a him, as a woman. No, can't do it. My imagination doesn't stretch.
Well, that's what my job's.
I mean, it's easy enough to do, like, imagine him as a woman, but I mean, just imagine it as a woman and looking cool in a piece of art.
Well, like, see, like, my partner and I were debating this topic the other night, and we were saying that, like, the criminals in Gotham City would be a pretty sexist bunch of people, especially if they were like 1940s Batman.
Yeah.
So we were thinking that if you had a gender flipped Bruce Wayne, we were thinking potentially she would still disguise herself as a Batman, just because of the way that the sexist criminals of Gotham would react to her.
Yeah, because otherwise they'd, like, see no authority.
Yeah.
As she beats them senseless.
Yes. I mean, she'd still kick their asses. It's just that thing of she'd rock up, they'd be like, "Hey, you girl," and then she'd get even more mad. And
What do you think, Reggie? You liking it so far? I know there's a time gap between us and everyone else. Nice. Yeah, Reggie's. Yes, sir. Super cool. And actually, I'll put these comments up. I keep thinking I'm on the other show. Yes, sir. Super cool by Reggie, and Rob or Robbie is fantastic. Is her comment?
you like
And I actually had two up my sleeve. What was the other one? Oh dear, I've lost the other one. Oh no, don't worry about me. We have the reserve. I love it, a red scarf cape.
and she's tucked her hair down into the back of it.
Oh, nice. Keep it out of the way so she can fight crime.
Yep. Okay. All right, as I'm tying off this, what's the next one?
Bane.
Bane. Woof.
And all the versions I know of Bane is he's huge above the
Yeah.
waist and tiny below the waist. But that could just be because I watch certain cartoons. In the comics, I'm sure he looks very different. Oh, Robbie says she needs very nice eyeshadow.
All right, let's go with the comics Bane. Okay.
Yeah, probably be a little bit less like what's in my head. Mask makes the face easier, I guess.
That Dark Knight movie has just changed the voice of Bane forever, hasn't it?
See, I don't pay any attention to that. I go back to the classic, not classic, but the Batman, the animated series, and I think of that Bane when I try to think of his voice.
My first exposure to Batman was the BBC radio play adaptation of Nightfall.
No way.
And it's terrifying because you can't see anything, but you hear this terrifying Bane. And then it gets up to the part where he breaks Batman's back, and you just hear a bunch of screaming and a bunch of cracking.
Oh, whoa.
And it's just like, it's hideous.
I didn't even know something like that existed.
It's great. Like, even the end credits of it are read aloud by the Joker.
Oh, okay. That's gold. Good point, Rob. Robbie. Sorry.
Ooh, yeah, I can picture that. Especially after seeing her in, is it Monster, where she plays like
I haven't seen it yet, but apparently she is very, very different from any
yeah,
other role she's done. I like it when they do that, like they surprise you and they do something that you wouldn't expect the actor to do because you've sort of pigeonholed them yourself.
yeah.
Very cool. I like that.
See, I was wondering if someone might even say whatchamacallit, Peacemaker tonight, but they've just introduced a female Peacemaker in the comics.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's probably female versions of all these guys and male versions of all the women we can think of. Oh, okay, everyone. I've just realized we've only done men swap to women. We need some
Oh yeah.
female superheroes or villains or so forth from the DC universe. Yes, it was originally Justice League, but we've stretched it out to the DC universe. So throw us those female characters. Shh, Carrie, that's our backup.
So, okay, so Bane's a bloke, so he can afford to walk around in the singlet, which is sort of like active wear. I'm trying to work out what the best kind of top would be for. Well, actually, if she really bulked up the way that Bane does, the muscle growth would probably actually make that part look basically like Bane.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was trying to imagine it.
Yeah. Okay.
That once the super bulking up happened, there'd be there wouldn't be much of anything else to see except muscle.
I think it's just the seams are going to go in a different.
Massive.
Yeah, I think the seams are going to go in different places. It's just to give female Bane some more support.
Okay, we've got one so far.
Okay.
Ladies.
Okay, yep. Let's just.
Come on, don't be shy, peeps. Throw us some female DC characters.
And Sis and I were talking the other day, and we've even planned ahead a few episodes. So if you haven't got, if you're not brave enough for this one, next week we're going to be venomizing characters. And I think that's going to be. Should we do DC again, or should we do like any just non-Marvel?
I don't know. The Marvel's been done to death because there were times there that they've made everyone a Venom at one stage or another.
They have. But
so
like,
I was thinking
you
maybe do a DC so that it's, or maybe just non-Marvel.
Yeah, non-Marvel. Like, because then you could say like
you could go
Invincible,
into like Image, Dark Horse,
yeah.
and make it real interesting.
Well, there. Go on, let's throw down, guys. Give me the weirdest characters to Venomize.
You got a thanks there.
I've tried to sort of basically when you bulk up, like muscle fiber wise, men and women are slightly different.
Oh, really?
Realistically, I should have drawn her standing and bulked up the hip section a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just that thing of where it's easier. But I sort of also figured that like if she's going to juice, she'd want to supplement the parts that don't necessarily get that much. So she's gone the arms.
Yeah. That's where Banes plug in, don't they? The back and the arms, I thought.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right now. I'm trying to, I don't know if it just goes into his back.
It goes from
the arms get big.
Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes it's like. Sometimes
Anyone
it's
know Bane? Correct us here. Who knows Bane well?
Does somebody know Bane? Alrighty, there we go. All right, who's our first female to male?
Well, first female was Lois Lane. So we got another suit, but not quite as stiff as Alfred.
I wish I'd left more space here now.
But the name has already been suggested, Lois Lane.
Lois? Okay.
Or was that Louis? I always forget that. That's a French word. It's Louis Lane, I think. We called Doug Louis for a long time because I didn't realize that. Oh, we called him Lewis because we thought that spelling was Lewis, but then we found out it's actually pronounced Louis. Oh, so you know what I'm doing? I'm not putting the words up so you can see what I'm talking about. We got two more, but they're both dudes. People are ignoring me. I'm used to it.
So she's got her
nice suggestions, though. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Yeah.
So I'll draw her underneath, and he's got his tape recorder. And, of course, climbed up onto some sort of ledge to try and get the interview. It's funny.
There's a female version of this character that I don't know about.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. That's good. Okay. And because Lois Lane's a military brat, I imagine that Lois Lane, like, also doesn't want to be into the military, so just give him some slightly softer features. Um,
Oh, I see now. Yep, that's awesome.
and
So we're going squares tonight. Was there a reason for that? Was lessons learned
just to
from
make
other
sure,
nights?
just to make sure they all fitted on the page.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought maybe because the X-Men one was all very over top of each other.
Yeah.
Because I remember getting a bit stuck where to put them towards the end.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Ed. Yours is next.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, hang
Okay,
on. Sorry,
awesome.
Robbie beat you. Robbie beat you. You'll be the next.
And Ascot. And then...
I reckon that'll be it. 2 more plus the reserve.
Okay.
See, now I need to stop doing that thing where I watch and forget that I'm part of the show. I get enthralled watching you, so...
And then let's... Oh, Lewis, it's like you can't even recognize someone with and without glasses.
I love it.
All right, as I'm coloring this, who's next?
I'll stick up the next one. Now, unless there's a female version of that, I only know one version of this. So,
Okay.
is there a female comedian that I don't know about? Anyone? Or is this the male comedian we're talking?
I don't think there's a female comedian. There was a strange clownesque character in what do you call it? Doomsday Clock.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna need a reference for the comedian.
Yeah, he wears a lot of gear. Although I think the comic version will be a little less gear. I just love that you can think up poses and like a scene almost for these characters so instantly.
I think that's half. I think that's something I realized doing fan out quite early on, is that like half the reason we love some of these characters is the context they're in.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Straight to the cigar.
Yeah. It's almost a very 90s costume with the way it's designed.
Yeah, considering it was very 80s.
Yeah.
Maybe it inspired the 90s. The giant shoulder pads and so forth.
Yeah.
We got time for yours, Ed, so fear not. So cool. No, Reggie just sent me a private message to say he had to go.
Thanks for joining us tonight, though, mate.
Yeah, that was cool. Maybe our first guest from the Philippines. Guest viewer.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let's give if I'm gonna go the long hair, let's go a proper mullet.
Oh yeah, that would so suit a comedian, the female version of the comedian. I don't know. Well, in the 80s, wasn't that trendy? I don't remember the 80s very well. We got a question for you, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Richo or Travis is interested in what decade are you most interested in when it comes to comics?
What decade? I think the time I enjoyed reading comics the most was the early 2000s. I remember I used to read them on the long train ride home from work, and I remember just always being riveted by that stuff. But I think there's a lot of 90s stuff that always gets me the right way.
Yeah, I think it's an age thing. I look back on the 90s very well as well, even though I know it doesn't hold up to a lot of people.
Well, I think there's a fun energy to lots of stuff from the 90s that, like, when I'm going through back issue bins, I'll always be like, oh, I remember seeing the ads for this story, or because like another idea I was having for maybe down the line was possibly do you remember Amalgam Comics?
Yes, I think there was a lot of sets of them, but I had the one that had Starfire crossed with
Shatterstar.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that was some good fun.
Yeah, it was nice, silly fun. It was awesome.
Like I'm still hunting down Amalgam books.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I finally
that's a
found
shame.
I finally found Dark Claw Adventures last year.
Wow,
And
I
then
didn't even know that it existed.
and then I stopped by a little antique shop in Forest while I was traveling, and they had a Super Soldier issue 1, which was fantastic.
Mm.
All right, hang on. I'm going to tie this one off here because I want to make sure I get to Ed's. So what was Ed's 1?
Ted Cord Blue Beetle.
Ted Cord Blue Beetle. I think
not the armored one, the cool one.
That's a multiverse matchup waiting to happen. I can just imagine Beetle and Booster jumping between dimensions, and then Booster's just like, "Hey, female you's kind of alright," and Beetle be like, "Booster, you can't."
Sorry, Rannon. We'll have to skip yours.
What was Rannon's?
We're really towards the end. I'm not going to... Amethyst? Is that how it's pronounced? Amethyst?
Amethyst. Amethyst. See, there's another great comic I've been chasing down, actually. Do you remember Amethyst?
No, I don't remember that name at all.
They were trying to break into the girls' market back in the 70s. And so Amethyst, if you read them, the comics are almost like that, like a DC My Little Pony era-esque thing. Like they read princess stories, but they're set in the DC universe, and there's elves, and
how cool is that?
They're really fun. And they tried to bring her back in Justice League Dark, and they tried to make her all grim and gritty.
Oh, there's so many requests coming in. We might have to revisit this one, dude.
That sounds good. Okay. But to finish off the night, let's do Ted Cord.
Yep, I reckon it'll be part 2. This is the most amount of requests we've had thrown at us. Actually, I will write down these, and they will be what we start the next one with.
Okay, sounds good. It doesn't matter what gender you are, you can always wahaha.
So what is this Blue Beetle doing? Let's see if I can figure it out.
So like Justice League International, that's a great era.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That's when Power Girl gets her yellow costume, hey?
Yeah.
Or was that Europe? Justice League Europe. I might be thinking of the wrong one.
One of them.
Yeah. There was a team of super baddies that they went up against, and I became obsessed with them for like years. And I lost that comic, and when I found it, I was like, "Ooh, what were they called?"
Were they the Extremists?
The Extremists. See, other people liked them as well. Otherwise,
They were
you wouldn't know
great.
who I was talking about. Didn't they end up turning out to be that actually died in the nuclear holocaust as well, and the one dude that survived made copies of them?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they, at the start of that story, they'd come back from wrecking the Marvel Universe.
Oh, they did too.
Because the characters that were there were like rip-offs of Scarlet Witch and Ant-Man and Thor.
Yeah. I remember that now. All making fun of Marvel. I love when they do stuff like that, when Marvel and DC used to get playful with each other.
Yeah.
Justice League Antarctica? Ed, are you messing with me?
No, they had Nort on it. Nort? The furry Green Lantern.
No way.
Yeah. It was the same era. It was fun.
I thought he was messing with me. I'm going to go back and find these. That sounds hilarious.
There's just because it was like it was a really ridiculous lineup too. Like it was just, let's take all the really ridiculous ones and just get them away from the US and put them in Antarctica.
Because a lot of major world smashing incidents happen in Antarctica.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where you want them. That's where you want to keep them to back us up. Well, then again, wouldn't that be the right place to come in because there's no one guarding it? Maybe that was their theory.
Up and down.
Oh, the Injustice League were made into the Justice League Antarctica. Ed's saying.
Oh, were they?
They fought killer penguins. Oh, gold.
They're like, see, like that, such a fun era of comics.
Thank you, Ed. I now have to look this up. I need to read it.
Oh, another book I have to reread on the reread pile.
Yeah, well, I've never heard of it, so it's the read the first time pile. That's gold. Looking very good, my man.
Yep, that's the side.
I'm assuming she's laughing at Booster Gold.
Yep.
Who else?
Who else?
Or Batman, maybe.
Or Batman.
We do get to find out that Ted Cord is smarter than Batman.
Or option C, she could be laughing at Guy Gardner for something.
Oh, well, yeah, everyone laughed at Guy. I'll add that for the next show, Robbie. It's not a comic, but a female version of John McClane from Die Hard.
So how does that change John McClane's story? If he's if it's a Jane McClane?
I don't know. I think the story's the same.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good one. Thanks, Robbie. I'll add that for version, what do you call it? Episode 2 of the gender bending.
Okay, so we'll be back next week. We'll start off with the leftover gender benders.
Yes.
And then get into some Venoms.
No, we'll go straight into Venoms. We'll make a whole new episode for the part 2 of this.
Oh, will we? That sounds okay. Great.
We'll make it down the track, like somewhere down the track. We'll do another of these as part 2 because it seems
awesome.
It's come across as very popular.
Sounds good.
My pen's run out. Sounds awesome. That was awesome, Tom. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone watching enjoyed that very much. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun reminiscing about old comics too. That was cool, kind of cool too.
It is, yeah. Like suggestions that make us reminisce. Awesome. Even if it's just your favorite character you want to see, say it.
Yep. Oh, I've got a little video here I can play us out on.
Oh, cool.
Have we done that before?
Is it the video that says you should like, comment, and subscribe?
Oh, yeah, I'll check these comments first before I do that. This was fantastic. Thank you very much. Looks rad. That was our last comments for the night. Thank you very much, people. I will now go and play that silly little video I made. Well, I made the sound. Someone else made the awesome video part, but I made the silly words. So here we go.
See you guys.
See ya.
Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.